Joining me today is New Hampshire State Senator Dan Feltes. Dan, we talked about sort of some of the big medical and opioid crisis related stuff, but I want to talk about economic type legislation. I know you passed a piece dealing with flexibility in the workplace that I think got through the House as well recently.
That's correct.
Talk to me a little bit about that bill.
Sure. So, workplace flexibility is even more important. More and more two-parent working households, single parents need flexibility for childcare reasons, and we have a aging population where more and more of our parents and grandparents need some caregiving support. So, providing some flexibility in the workplace is really important. A lot of businesses recognize that and recognize the value to doing that. This particular bill said that folks have a right to request workplace flexibility and that employers cannot retaliate against them for requesting it, firing or demoting. Right now,
if I asked for it, I could be in trouble. Or before this bill.
Yes, that's correct. So right now, businesses are losing great workers because those workers are afraid to request flexibility. And this is an issue that disproportionately affects lower wage workers and disproportionately affects women who, in the workforce, disproportionately take on the responsibilities, child care, caregiving responsibilities. So this is essential to empowering workers to stand up for themselves and their families without fear of retribution or retaliation. Granite Staters support work, we support family, and we support the proposition you shouldn't have to choose between work and family if at all possible. So this empowers those conversations between workers and businesses, and in the end, it's going to be good for workers and businesses.
Now, does this force businesses to grant that request?
It does not. It does not force businesses to grant specific requests. Employees have a right to make the request, and businesses cannot retaliate against them in any way, shape, or form if they make that request, which is based on the available research. We are only the second state to be able to get this done. It's important. It's important to foster those conversations. And when we talk about attracting and keeping young people and young working families in the state and how it's demographically and economically needed, this is a big part of it. Workplace flexibility, younger workers request it just generally in higher frequency, but also younger workers have young families and they need flexibility. So fostering those conversations and saying New Hampshire is a place where we value this type of thing. We value empowering workers to be able to stand up and make those requests and hopefully work it out with the businesses that they work for is a good thing, and it's a good change.
Are there other economic issues and job sort of creating issues that happened in this last session that we need to think about? Are there things that didn't get done that you think ought to happen in the next session?
Well, I think there's certainly a number of things that could be done, including, again, helping with working families, childcare affordability. Childcare has now surpassed housing as the number one cost for working families in the state of New Hampshire. Housing is still very expensive, but childcare is very expensive, quality childcare. So helping, like some other states have done, working families with the cost of childcare is something that we filed a bill on this year. It failed 11-13 in the Senate, but pursuing that I think is an important thing to do. Full-day kindergarten, we still need to treat full-day kindergarten just like any other grade. That's an issue that affects working families, and it affects opportunity for everyone. If you want to expand opportunity for everyone, you want to try to provide educational opportunity for everyone. That's the greatest thing that I think that we can do is fully fund education, including fully fund full-day kindergarten, not continue to treat it as half as important as any other grade. So we came up short on that as well. So there's plenty of other issues, including the minimum wage.
You had a bill there for a $12 an hour
That's correct. I co-sponsored a bill to do that. Senator Susi led the effort on that, and
It did not make it through.
it did make it through.
But I imagine next year you'll sponsor something again.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think it's a critically important issue, and people are working hard.
And right now I got to work hard for a commercial break. But we return. We're going to continue our conversation, and we will talk about the next legislative session. So please stay with us.